Signal. Look at that, a signal, Lee.
It's working.
Now then, you're on that one. I'm pretty sure you're on that one. I'm on this one. Greetings. And just for illustration purposes, Lee, we can't get a two-shot, so I'm on swivel. Hello! Swivel shot, swivel duty. There we go.
Permanent demonstration.
Now then, Happy New Year and New Year.
Off to a perfect start, Martin.
Happy New Year, Lee.
And here we are.
And Happy New Year, the people of Bolton.
You were pleased to know I made a sterling effort today, Timmy, knowing that the camera would be over here. I've just shaved one half of my face. It's how I intend to continue throughout the rest of the year by doing half a job with everything I do.
Half-arsed as usual.
Yes.
Actually, given the no swearing thing, can we say half? Can we say half-arsed?
You said it 3 times now. It's going to take a hell of an edit to get all those out.
That's an arse and a half in total then, in that case.
That's me.
3 half-arses, yeah. All right, good. Now then, Lee said when he got to the house and I made us a cup of tea, he said, "Which cup's mine?" For those of you that can...
Well, they didn't have a Mr. Grumpy cup, did they? So
I can think of a much worse alternative.
You said no swearing.
But this is a family show.
It is.
And by family show, we mean broadcast before the watershed. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is not your ordinary podcast. This is actually live. As we do it now, it's all over the world.
Fantastic. Are you enjoying doing that sort
Love
of
it.
thing?
It's great. Well, as you know, Lee, the reason I sit at the desk and you sit on the couch is because I like to be in charge, in control, and feel superior. And thus, by whittling me tripod about, I feel superior to you.
And you are superior in every way, shape and form,
Well,
Tim.
thank you, Lee. Now, before we get on to other stuff, because I know you've got things to talk about, on a very serious note, there's a benefit at the railway in February.
February the 21st in aid of bowel cancer.
Right, because a friend of ours died very recently, very young. Was he only 52 or something?
53, yeah,
Right.
Mark Taylor.
Yeah.
So we got that
Shocking.
on the 21st. Comedy bits with me and Timmy, a few other acts, and followed by Wolfpack doing... so it's a comedy rock night.
Wolfpack.
With the lovely Nigel. So it's going to be,
Right,
a tip-top night. £10 from about 8 o'clock onwards. You will need tickets because we've sold half of them already.
Right.
So it's all go.
Get on to what, Facebook or the railway website? What
Yeah,
was
on
it?
our website. There's a link through there as well. We've also got another comedy night on the 30th of January. That's Friday the 30th. We've got Big Lou coming along, Kenny Mills, and the lovely Lindsay Davis.
Hurrah!
Yes.
Lindsay, the novelist, published writer and comedian, Lindsay Davis.
She's found another Mr. Wrong, so I think she's...
She?
she has. So I think she's
She
got
just
quite a
loves-
lot to talk about.
She loves the whole frying pan and fire situation. That's the thing. God bless you, Linz.
I thought it was a Chinese she liked, although Mr. Wongs.
Oh,
We're off.
no.
We're off.
I like this. But speaking of, you know the thing, you said me and you were returning to the railway to do our act.
Yes. Permafrost is returning to stage.
I've just kept a couple of evening newses. Oh, they're not even evening newses anymore, are they? They're just the news.
Bolton News.
The Bolton News.
Everything's abbreviated and shortened these days.
Don't get me started.
Including our height.
Look at
It's
that.
not fair.
I'm shrinking by the day. Or is it my receding hairline? Have you noticed I'm going bald?
I've not noticed, Tim.
Have you not?
Have you noticed the size of my massive head?
Yes. Ladies, I had to adjust this, where are we now, that camera, because I couldn't get his massive forehead into the shot. How about that? Anyway,
It's a
good.
big napper.
To laugh at oneself, etc, etc. What else have you got, Lee, before I go
yes.
through a particular... In fact, last night's Bolton News, yesterday, Bolton Evening News, there's something on every page. Some of it's
Well, let's crack on.
possibly offensive, I don't know, but
Let's-
it just tickled me.
Let's do that, and I'll interject the little bits that I've got as and when. When I say interject, I mean talk over the top of you, Timmy.
As you do, Lee. Well, first of all, this is last night's paper. Ladies and gentlemen who live in Bolton, if you can call it living, obviously. There's a guy, a 41-year-old businessman from Bolton has been arrested for money laundering. Now, Lee, your career's taken an interesting trajectory recently. Do you know anything about this?
I know nothing about laundry, Tim. I can't help you. Oh, for that man, I know nothing about money. I have none.
Well, no, that's right. Now then. Okay, but there was almost something on every page. Bear with me. Nurse's home. Right, nurse's home raided by practised villain. Well, at least he's put some effort in. He's trained for the job. He's practised at it.
Yeah, they do say practising GP, practising surgeon.
Practising burglar.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Little headlines for the letters. This letter just says headline, headline.
Headline about the headline.
Headline, headline. So in other words, the sub-editor just couldn't be bothered making up a headline. That's how boring and probably suicidal they are at the Bolton Evening News.
Yeah, so maybe the letter writers as well, Timmy.
Well, yeah. Oh, and one more thing on the Evening News. You remember this from ages ago? Over the Christmas period, right? I don't know who this Heskey character is. I understand he's some kind of footballer.
That's right.
But it says, is it Heskey to the rescue? Surely that should be, is it Heskey to the rescue? And then on
He's going to
page,
try his best.
on page 4, there's a piece about huskies being abandoned. So really, just get Emil Heskey on the job, then it could be Heskey to the husky rescue. All right, that's me. Good. Let me just do that because I've not done it for a while. Greetings. Glasses off.
Beautiful.
Right, Lee. Now you said you had some notes of some kind.
Well, yeah, it was just stuff that's been happening to me. I went to the Bolton game where I took my lovely wife along, and she was complaining about the rubbish on the pitch. I said, "No, that's our team, darling." But what she was actually complaining about is the plastic bags that were blowing across the pitch during the game.
I'm appalled.
And at half time. I thought plastic bags had been abolished now, Tim.
Did you?
Yes, well, every time you go into the shops, it's they've got these canvas bags, and I went into Morrison's with my bag.
Bag for life?
Yeah, that's correct. The guy at the delicatessen centre, he said to me, "Is that one of those bags for life?" I said, "Yes, it is, and she's good with the kids, and she makes a very fine meal." It was going somewhere, Tim.
Do you know what? I'm going to do this. You can always tell when Lee's put some effort in because his eyes drop from the camera to his notes. Because he can't actually separate what's in here from looking at the camera to speaking in a straight line. Welcome.
It's a new year, Timmy. Time for New Year's resolutions and change. Change is afoot.
Yeah. Go on, what have you got in mind?
Yeah, New Year's, a lot of people are getting new cars, and a lot of people, it's a big time in family departments of law firms because people are getting divorced.
Right.
This is what happens in the new year. They go, I don't want that. I want that. And you do the same with your car. I don't want that. I want that.
Okay.
There's a message for women. You should start choosing your cars like you choose your men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, you don't want a new one. Big investments.
No. Loses value quickly.
Loses value quickly.
You get tired of the smell pretty quickly.
Correct. What you want is an older, more reliable model.
Perhaps a robust. Rough around the edges.
Yes, that's right. All right, it might not start first time every time.
Go on, can't wait for this.
But it is a comfortable ride.
Jesus.
And you're guaranteed it's always going to be able to carry more baggage.
Oh, well, that's very good. I've got to ask you now.
Yes.
That was a nice little bit that you wove two things in together. A, was that based on real research in the news? And B, was it all your work?
Yes, all my work, for a change, which is unusual because you laughed at
I'll
it.
have to put laughter in this bit. I can get some laughter off the old interweb and put that in. Very good. No, I like that. And you put a bit of effort in, Lee. All right, what else have you been working on so hard?
And the new year, dieting.
Oh, no.
Well, there's been a horizon.
You've noticed I've only got head and shoulders shots today. Well, you're in full shot because you're slimmer than me.
Yeah, only a little bit, Tim.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Why do you keep looking at your hair? How's that going to help you be slimmer? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Shut up. Horizon did a programme on. It's not about.
You mean you've been watching BBC Two, Lee?
Yes, I have.
Bloody hell.
I know. So it's not their fault anymore. You know, it's not overeating. It's about hormones now.
Oh, really?
It's about hormone imbalance. So I went online and took the challenge, and I've written it down. I'm a 67% craver and 33% feaster.
Really?
Sounds like sex acts.
I was going to say,
with you.
I'm a 77% lover, 33% hugger.
I'm glad we're keeping that clean, Timmy.
Well, cleanliness. Tis a wholesome family show, Lee.
Yes.
You can show your mum, parents, children, all this.
Yes. So yes, that's my dieting for the new year. I'm going to try a slightly different hormone-based diet along with the wife, because it has been scientifically proven that a woman that loses a little bit of weight and is overweight lives much longer than the man who mentions it.
Right, very good, okay. Fair enough.
That is off Facebook.
Yeah, obviously, because it's not yours, yeah.
Yes.
Right, good, okay.
Facebook. Few Facebook mentions.
Oh, don't get me started on the
Well,
phone.
it's just a cheap attempt to get the podcast
Right,
That's all it is.
I should say, and regular viewers to this excellent broadcast will know that I have a natural resistance to all modern things, especially the Facebook. And in fact, but I'm on record as saying years ago, this internet business will never take off.
It'll never catch on.
What? Information on a screen? I thought it was like teletext.
Well, it is, but faster and more efficient.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, Alex Coward, said he's addicted to his laptop, but it's okay because he's been prescribed tablets.
Oh, all right.
Which
I can
quite
tell it's
like.
not yours.
But also, he was the guy who sent us a picture from the Daily Mail with Kim Jong's disappearing eyebrows.
Oh, fabulous.
Which was superb.
The eyebrows is a bit of a red herring in this instance.
It is.
As you'll find out, ladies and
it
gentlemen,
is.
in a second.
Straight underneath, an advertisement for the January sales, fat face.
Oh!
Straight underneath. But the thing that also reminded me of as well, which I did a little bit piece on earlier last year, was the haircut of Kim Jong. Dictator, mad haircut. Hitler, mad haircut. Stalin, mad haircut.
Full head of hair though, big thick moustache.
Correct, they're all there. The hair is in the madness, Timmy.
Oh, right, hair. He means hair. Hair. What is it with you people? You can't say huh.
And the maddest of them all, Maggie Thatcher.
Hey,
there you go.
I seem to recognise that gag from about 3 years ago on stage at the railway, but well done. What shall I do? Indian restaurants, they're all the Raj.
Still
there you
hurting,
go.
still giving, still no one laughing.
That's the joke that keeps on giving, let me tell you. Oh, what else?
Facebook, Paul Munro getting married in June, so looking forward to that very much.
Well done, Paul.
Paul. He posted, your husband will always be the biggest and oldest child that requires the most adult supervision.
Oh, right.
What I'm hearing there is, forget about the kids, look at me! You don't need children, you've got me!
Right, good. Alright, well there's nothing else on there, Lee.
Well, that's perfect then.
So, I think we've probably done our very first live, uninterrupted broadcast.
Yes.
Remind the people of the date at the railway for Mark's benefit.
21st of February.
21st of February, bowel cancer benefit for Mark Taylor.
Yeah.
Vicky and Courtney will be there, presumably.
Yes.
And they're happy with a night of laughter, even though it's a relatively recent bereavement, you know.
Yes,
okay.
yes. He'll want, what he would have wanted, a good laugh, a good drink, and some partying to some rock music. So
all right. But
it'll be beautiful.
I might not use this bit, but on the subject, I've got a whole bit about death, and one of the bits is about when my dad died, 8 years ago. At the funeral, I'm carrying my dad's coffin out with my brother and all sorts of other, and I see the nurses that looked after my dad in A&E, or whatever it's called, intensive care, and one of them was a rather interesting little thing, and I remember thinking, as I'm carrying my dad's coffin, she's nice. Ooh, I remember her. I wonder if this is a bad time to ask her out. With the tears streaming down my face.
Maybe going down the aisle, just slip her a card.
Yeah, my card. Anyway, very good. Right, so it's good night from me and good night from him.
Good night.